Hey guys, it's BlackCat975 coming at you live, and in today's Lost Relic video, we're going to go over some settings. I want to go over some settings because I saw some people in the chat in game here were having a bit of trouble with the settings, so I wanted to go over that and give my personal take on it. So to get started, to get into your settings, you first need to hit escape on your keyboard. After hitting escape, this will bring up a pop-up menu here, and you see settings. Go ahead and click that. Alright, from here we have five, excuse me, can't count, five different setting panels. Let's start with the video. Windowed mode allows you to change how your window shows up on your screen. Pretty self-explanatory. I prefer to play in full, but you may prefer something else based upon your operating system. Resolution, pretty same. I would usually use native if I was you. Quality, you can choose up or down depending on how well your computer runs. The game's not too heavy, so it's usually not too bad. Ambient conclusion, anti-aliasing, post-processing, these things can help, with lighting and things like that. But really, it's up to the player. I would say if anything looks really bad, or if you're having a really hard time playing the game as far as stuttering and things like that, then maybe work with these settings here. But there's not too much that you have to do after all that's done. Most of the time you wouldn't mess with those. Same thing with vertical sync. Most times you don't really have to work with vertical sync, but if you're having any issues, you can work with that. And there is frame limiting, which allows you to maximize the frame rate that the computer will run it at. Can be very good. That being said, the main thing I want to look at is actually in the next column, which is under game here. Hide tip tools during battle. This can help making sure that nothing's in the way while you're battling, basically. As far as cursor locked window, just means that it doesn't go outside the window, like you can't go outside of it. Some people have it off, some people have it on. I personally have it on because I sometimes big swings and I don't want to go too far. The biggest change that's come up recently is this camera style. There's classic, isometric, and low angle. I like isometric. I tried all of them, but I'll show the other ones to you. The drone here, go out, looks very similar, but you don't control the camera. It just kind of follows you however it wants to, or however it best thinks it can, to keep you in the best frame of motion. I prefer having control because I like to look around corners and stuff like that. But I do think there is some merit to the drone if you need to play with less dexterity or for some reason or something like that. Next is going to be low angle. Now, this looks very cool in the game. I think it's wonderful. It looks very, very cool. But I find it gives less information when I'm playing, so I have a hard time playing with it. But I do like the way it looks, and this could be some people will be a big fan of this, and I think to each their own. Um, so that's the cameras there, and like I said, I prefer the main one. It gives me the most information and the most freedom of movement to my play style, which is I think each to each their own. Action scale bar just lets you work with the UI. Same thing with map um, op opticity. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but basically it just lets you see the map either at a better angle or whether it is translucent or not. To put it in better words, excuse my fumbling there. Whether your account information can be sent and other players' gold and other balances and things like that, if you want that to be seen, you can turn it on or off depending on what you're trying to do. So, audio. Audio is audio. If it's too loud, turn it down. If it's too low, turn it up. Pretty self-explanatory. Um, the chat, whether you want to see messages, the sounds, things like that. And the biggest one of all is going to be controls. I do use a custom control. A lot of people, including myself, you get tired when you're playing a lot of using the shift and Q, I think it was, from initially starting. And I do suggest that each person go through and come up with their own movement ideas. I personally still use tab for the map, no problem there. But I did change the rotations here. I changed it to A and D, and I changed my switch weapon button right here to S. This lets me set my hand down much more comfortably on the keyboard, which I like a lot. And then I don't know where it went. On the other main item you use, I turned it to a space bar. Actually, I don't even see where it is at. There it is on the top. Whoops. So right here, I changed the instant hold to spacebar because I do a lot of instant holding. That does a lot with movement and trying to not get hit by enemies, and that'll be a whole different thing. I don't want to ramble this on too long. Um, but I do think you should go through and come up with your own system. Usually something a little bit more ergonomically friendly compared to what you start with. It's not bad, but I do think if you're going to play a lot, finding something that lets your hands sit comfortably is a big step in the right direction. But you can look through here for more things, and some people also, probably come up with different ideas for weapon switching and stuff like that. But I really like my current setup, so that's what I got for you today. Um, all right, so that should be all the settings there. So I hope that these help you in your future Lost Relic runs and within the town in general, just navigation, things like that. If there's any other particular questions, please leave them down in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.